day come in for the theater, come in for the restaurants. So you'll probably see it very, very busy.
Very busy.
Wow. You'll find that if you walk out of your hotel at 1 a.m., it'll be busy. You'll find people all over the place.
Wow,
it wasn't like that when I was a kid, but it is now. There's always people around.
So have you seen many celebrities in the street in New York yourself?
Not in the street. I've actually driven more celebrities over the years, especially when I worked for that other company, Premier Limo.
Yes.
And not huge celebrities.
Yes.
And of course, most of it was executive travel.
Yes.
So I drove people who were like really, like, you know, George David, the founder of UTC, United Technologies.
Yes.
I drove Joan Rivers, the comedian.
Oh, that's cool. Joan Rivers is cool.
You know what? You couldn't meet a nicer human being.
Yes.
You know? So when I drove her, she knew that the company was being billed a gratuity for me, so that I was going to get a gratuity. When I dropped her off at the end of the night, the first thing she says was, "John, are you married?" And I said, "Yes, I am." So he said, "Come into the vestibule for just a moment." She had a private elevator in the vestibule that took her right up to her penthouse.
Wow.
So she had, and it's a private elevator, so they had a chair and a table and a lamp.
Yep.
So she opens up the table, and there's a nice little gift box there, and she says, "Please give this to your wife." And then she took out an envelope, and she said, "And this is for you. Thank you so much." And
wow, that's so sweet, isn't it?
It was $100, which is a nice tip.
That's a very good tip.
Plus I got a bill tip. Plus my wife got it was a watch, and it wasn't, you know, it was a quartz, and it was one of her Home Shopping Network signature watches.
But look, it's still so nice. It's so nice.
So nice.
Yeah.
It was great.
That's exactly it.
So this area all around here
is
Harlem.
I see.
Most specifically East Harlem.
Got you.
And okay, so these, do you call them council housing?
Yep, yeah, I know what you. Yep.
Well, we call them projects here.
Oh, I see, the projects.
But this is what you call council housing. You can always tell them they're very plain. They're just red brick.
I see.
And some of them, you can see that they have these outdoor walkways.
Yep.
So it's an economy in building where they just have a central elevator.
Is that the projects aren't a good area to be, or they can be good?
In this area, it's not so good.
Okay.
So, for instance, you wouldn't want to be around here, especially right here at the projects late at
is that right?
Sort of any time.
Because it looks quite respectable, doesn't it? It looks okay.
You know, you'll find that most of New York, you know, is fascinating and looks good. Oh, the Village. I've got to drive you through the Village, Washington Square, the Washington Arch down on Lower Fifth Avenue. I keep thinking of places where I've got to show you. I've got to drive you by.
And New York. You've been to a few cities yourself. Is this the greatest city on earth?
Well, I'm biased, and I admit that I'm biased. So yeah,
yes.
I think it is. But I've been to other cities that I think are just as incredible in their own way. I've been to London.
Yep.
And I think that is an incredible city.
Oh, London's amazing. Yes,
I've never been to Rome or Paris. I'd love to go there.
Yes.
I was actually in Buenos Aires. And that's an amazing city. The architecture.
Yes.
It's like, you know, they were settled by people of Italian descent.
Oh, I see.
I've never seen such beautiful women in my life as in Argentina.
Yes.
And you know what? They know how to dress like women and they know how to act like women.
Yes, that's
something that American women don't always.
No, actually you're being very. And the same thing can be said for Korean, Japanese women. They dress even if they're going somewhere just to the shops, they have to have a certain standard, you know?
I'm going to want to point something out.
Sure.
Are you familiar with Rayos, the famous restaurateur? Rayos. There's a famous story about how Jackie Kennedy couldn't get a reservation. She needed to actually go with a regular.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, Rayos is a very small Italian restaurant.
Oh, I see.
And very, very exclusive.
Yes.
So if you look this way, you'll see a corner.
Yes.
The red sign that says Rayos.
Oh, yes, I see it. Yep.
That is a restaurant that is impossible to get in unless you're sort of like one of the original. I don't know if that's still true, but it's been true for many, many years.
Wow. Amazing. And this is projects, these homes are projects here?
No.
These are private now.
We're getting
expensive.
Close to around 100th Street. 96th Street is 96th and down is very, very expensive.
I see.
And this body of water here,
yes,
because we are on an island,
yes,
so that is the East River.
I see.
And up above, the river continues, but it becomes the Harlem River.
I see.
But from pretty much here down, it's called the East River.
Got you.
All right, so these are projects, actually.
Oh, okay, got you. Yeah.
They have all, and they'll always say something. So that's the Woodrow Wilson houses.
Yes.
Woodrow Wilson was
a president. Yep. In the 30s, wasn't he?
1913 to 1921.
Oh, okay, got you. Yeah.
I don't know why I remember those dates, but
yes.
He wasn't a very popular president. He was the one that pretty much instituted income tax.
Oh, I see.
Now in
was that prohibition as well?
Prohibition? No. Well, wait a minute. 19. Yeah. Prohibition was like 19.
That was a disaster, wasn't it? Really.
1930. No, it was 1929 to 1933.
Got you.
Woodrow Wilson cannot be blamed for that.
Okay.
At least if I'm getting my dates right. So if you notice, all the high-rises are much different. They look more modern. They look kind of cleaner. They look a little bit more luxury-like.
Yes.
And that's because we're headed below 96th Street.
Oh, I see. This is incredible. I've seen, New York. This is, my God. You could. Some people never leave this city.
Yeah.
They love it so much.
We used to have a joke where I used to work.
Yeah.
That most of the people did not go above 96th Street.
Oh, I see.
Not only won't they leave the city, they won't go above. And then the real snobs would say, well, I won't go above 79th Street.
Oh, I see.
The richest part of town is 5th Avenue.
Yes.
Alongside the park, Central Park.
Yes.
And Park Avenue.
Yes.
Again, from the 50s to the high 80s.
Yep.
The ultra exclusive area.
Wow, yes. Yes.
But as you can see, a lot of the streets are tree lined.
Yes.
And these trees were planted at least 40 or 35, 40 years ago.
Yeah, they're quite nice, aren't they?
And they are, yeah.
It's a nice vibe to the city. And this is a no-gun state as well, isn't it?
Very difficult. You can own a firearm in any state.
Yep.
But some of the states you need to have a permit to own anything.
Oh,
like
I see.
New York State, definitely, I believe a rifle, especially a handgun. Where I live, though, in Connecticut, you can buy a shotgun, and I think you just have to wait 24 hours.
Oh, I see.
I think that's the law. They may have changed it. So.
Yeah, we're not a big gun country, to be honest. With our conservative government,
you sort of made everyone turn in their guns.
Yeah, right? Yeah. It was after a massacre. It's very sad. It's sort of You know, normal people never really had, farmers did, and that there. We sort of didn't have that, because it's how the country was formed. See, you know, Australia we never really separated from England, but
Right.
America, the history of it was
with the British influence, though. I mean, it started as a British penal colony.
exactly, yes. But then you had to fight the redcoats. The redcoats are coming.
Right.
So that's not the Hudson, or that leads to the Hudson.
Well, you can get to, if you were in a boat, you could
Yes.
get to the Hudson, but you'd have to go the entire length of Manhattan. And
Yes.
then swing around the bottom.
Oh, I
come up,
see.
Or
That's
go all the way up
yes.
to the top and then swing around. The top.
That was an incredible story how they landed that plane on the Hudson.
Well, the Hudson is the other river, which is
Yes.
on the other side of Manhattan.
Yes.
So we're on the east side
Yes.
of Manhattan.
Oh, that's how you get the term east side or
East side
or
and
upper west side. I see. And both of those are expensive.
Yeah, yeah. The upper west side is a little bit
Mm.
more bohemian, at least in spirit.
Yes.
Columbus Avenue. Well, that's
Yes.
another place. The Lincoln Center. All of the
Yes.
New York State Theater, Alice Tully Hall. Although you're probably not going to see a concert or the ballet or anything, right?
No, no. Look,
See, that's the problem when you go to a city that just has so much. You
look,
can't possibly do everything.
you can't. This is kind of first trip and a scouting around trip. You know, just to see. It's amazing to be in America.
Yeah.
It's incredible.